Near Bakhmut in late summer, troops are training for battle. Not Ukraine's counteroffensive, but near a city the Russians had taken a few months earlier. It wasn't the increasing number of casualties that galvanized the International Criminal Court to act in March, but the plight of missing Ukrainian children, suspected of being kidnapped.
The International Criminal Court has issued 2 warrants of arrest in the Ukraine situation. For Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation, and for Iolo.
It hasn't stopped the conflict in eastern Ukraine. By June, mainly through the efforts of the paramilitary Wagner group, Bakhmut was under Russian control. But then another city was taken, inside Russia.
We're at Rostov's military headquarters. It's 7:30 a.m. We've taken over Rostov's military sites, and the airfield is under our control.
It was the beginning of an explosive few weeks. The mutiny was stopped, and by late August, Wagner's rebellious leader was said to be a passenger on a jet that crashed between Moscow and St. Petersburg. Ukrainian drones were reaching targets in Crimea and Moscow. But the largest explosion happened within Ukraine. The destruction of the Kakhovka Dam on the Dnipro River in June led to large areas being submerged, as well as towns in the Kherson district. The Russia and Ukraine grain deal had guaranteed wheat, corn and other food crops to be exported worldwide. That was stopped in July.
I deeply regret the decision by the Russian Federation to terminate the implementation of the Black Sea Initiative.
That led to grain silos being bombed. Odessa was hit first. By October, Ukraine's counteroffensive stalled and another war took the headlines. But Volodymyr Zelensky continued to campaign for further support. He argued his country defends Europe.
We stand firm no matter what Putin tries. Thanks to Ukraine's success in defense, other European nations are safe from the Russian aggression.
The US and the EU have given billions of dollars worth of weapons to Ukraine, and EU membership talks have begun with Ukraine and Moldova. Meanwhile, the goals of Russia's special military operation, as it's called by the Kremlin, is the same as last year, according to Vladimir Putin in his annual press conference.
Today, Ukraine produces practically nothing. They're trying to save something, but they produce almost nothing. Everything is brought in from outside for free. But this freebie may end someday, and apparently it is ending little by little.
Despite committing more than 600,000 troops to fight, Putin is confident enough to announce he'll stand for re-election next year. Neither side confirms how many soldiers die, while the bombing of civilians in Ukraine continues. Iolo Dafydd, CGTN.